So this is a video I meant to talk about for a while now, because it's a subject near and dear to my heart. Why stupid people do better in life than you. It's a tale as old as time. Beauty and the Beast is not as old as this lesson is. Now this is a video done by a channel named Noah Dennis. Like, he's adopted the South Park aesthetic for his avatar for narrating his videos. I have the sneakiest Scooby-Doo premonition that we're going to be agreeing on a lot of things. So check him out like you're checking out in the checkout aisle, and you know, the shit is cheap as hell, so you got to scan it multiple times because, hey, that's how Walmart operates. And seriously, check him out. No, but seriously, why the fuck are we bagging our own groceries? Likes and subscribes help out a lot for a grand total of $0.00. So hit those respective buttons and let's go.
Everyone and their moms are on the internet today, and it's a no-brainer as to why traditional cable TV is becoming more of a relic of the past. Nowadays, creators take the mantle in becoming modern-day TV, and that looks something like people watching TikTokers, YouTubers, and even streamers such as iShowSpeed, Tyson Nat, and Aiden Ross. And bro, whether you like these people or not is irrelevant, because even people that you would generally consider dumb are becoming the faces of today's creators economy and becoming successful whilst doing so. And shit, I mean, look at the stats. The creator economy is set to be worth $250 billion currently, and it's predicted to be way more by 2030. And like many creators, I don't consider myself that bright. In fact, I think I'm a genuine dumbass that just happens to put in effort to create something valuable and put it out there into the world. But here's the thing.
Now I know for a lot of us, the universe likes to Zangief our asses into oblivion, which I know the terminology is crazy because there's a insane amount of sexual tension whenever Zangief is involved, but he's probably smarter than what he gives himself credit for. The ones that are smarter are the ones that tend to say that about themselves as far as like them not being smart, and it's more of like a self-awareness kind of thing, and I think that really adds to your intelligence in general. The smarter you are, the more you realize how little you or we all know about the grand scheme of things, so probably should give himself more credit, but at least it makes him more personable. Because if he came off as smart, a lot of people would be like, look at this know-it-all dipshit. But nah, he's pretty consistent. I like him. I like the cut of his jib.
Most of you are probably way smarter than most creatives, but choose not to act on the greatest opportunity given to us yet, and that's to create content online. So with me telling you this, I hope to give you clarity as to why stupid people are more successful than you. And the reason why dumb people tend to be more successful is because they just try and they're not stuck in analysis paralysis like the smart person. Because here's the thing, smart people tend to overthink everything that they do. Examples being, what if my family and friends and people from school/work see my videos? If you didn't know, nobody cares. But I don't have all the equipment I need. Which is another limiting belief. I assume if you're watching this, you have an iPhone, iPad, computer that has a built-in camera, mic, if you need lighting, just use room light. And that's the thing. All of these are excuses that let you procrastinate on a decision that could potentially change your life and something that you could generally enjoy doing. But the problem is most intelligent people overanalyze too much, and dumb people, and you'll find out why I put dumb in quotations in a bit, just do it regardless of anything. And it's not to say that less intelligent people don't think at all, but it's more so of the fact that they know that if they don't act now, the regret of never trying is going to tear them apart.
Yep, analysis paralysis, and I know what that life is exactly like. It's a 24 pack of ass. Analysis paralysis is a big problem with knowing too much. You start to think to yourself, well, what about this? What about this? What about that? What about this? What about this? That. And then there's just so many things that can go wrong or will go wrong. I'll probably just fuck it. It's just too much. And then probability wise, it's like, damn, I probably would never be successful anyways. The rough and dark part of it is, you're probably right. When it comes to this, there's millions upon millions of people online vying for, or even just stumbling into success. But at the same time, there's also millions of people that also may never make it to success, or whatever they want to call it. I'm not saying you don't try, because goddamn me, do try it. Like, do your damnedest to get from point A to point B, or whatever constitutes a point A to point B for you. But, you know, there's a but, reality don't give a fuck. And even if it doesn't, hey, you do. And that's seriously what matters most. So go ahead and go after it. Sometimes it's dumb luck, but try to have some level of strategy behind what you do. But on the analysis paralysis thing, yeah, you think about all these different things and it just fucks you up. It fucks up your thinking. It's like a computer running too many tasks. You start to think about task 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Then the next thing you know, you're on issue number 8,485 and you're still processing 1 through 8,484. So it just causes you to freeze. It's analysis paralysis. Our shit may be squishy and it makes us do very stupid things, but it's still a computer, even if it's on version 1.1. negative. That's why whenever you're talking about something, even if it's really important to you, you'll just randomly forget everything, like your brain fucking force closes. 1.1. negative.
Like, bro, let me tell you a story. And this takes place way back back when I was in 7th or 8th grade. And back then it was taboo to have a YouTube channel or tell people that you have a YouTube channel. Otherwise, if they found out that you did, then they'll ridicule you or make fun of you. And so there was this kid in my school who had a YouTube channel and his name was Lucas. And one day his video got noticed by this really big YouTuber named FaZe Adapt that has over like millions of followers, right? And Lucas was featured on his video because he used to troll the fuck out of FaZe Adapt and his crew. And naturally he responded to it and trolled back Lucas just like how he would any other kids that he was reacting to. Once that got noticed and it blew up, Lucas gained a lot of exposure and popularity at my school. Like for example, on one end you had kids making fun of him, and then on the other hand you had people treating him like he was royalty because a big YouTuber noticed him. But it discouraged him to the point to where he didn't want to upload any more YouTube videos. And in my opinion, had he not listened to all the naysayers, all the haters that were criticizing him for being on YouTube, I think he would have been farther ahead in his content creator journey right now, like with a loyal big following, because he generally has a personality and all that shit that encompasses being a YouTuber, which is just being you. And the thing is, places like social media and things like YouTube aren't just a place for you to watch funny videos. It's an accumulation of a lot of things. People come on platforms like YouTube to educate themselves, to be entertained, something that alters your state where they learn something or feel something, you know what I mean?
So what he's talking about here is the crabs in a bucket mentality. When people see you do something that's not mainstream or whatever the in-group thinks it should be, you'll have minor-minded motherfuckers, and nothing against these kids. I'm sure they are kids, but let's be real. Much like stupid adults, stupid kids also say stupid things. Those stupid kids turn into stupid adults that can't figure out where they want to go, saying stupid shit online, or the types of motherfuckers that are all in all 3 or 4 lanes on the highway going the same speed, having a good old conversation about annoying the fuck out of you because they won't get out of the way. They turn into these bobble-headed jackasses. All right, that might be a little too much. Let me tone it back just a little bit. But Boondocks can explain the crabs in a bucket mentality to you much better than I can.
Fascinating creature, the crab. Got that hard exterior, but he ain't really dangerous. Except to another crab. Dumb as all hell. Can't even walk straight. Matter of fact, the only thing a crab is good for is holding back other crabs. A crab don't want to see another crab make it.
Yeah, I guess.
Crab is like, if I'm gonna die, we all gonna die. I admire that. We all gotta die sometimes. Might as well help each other get there.
Jesus Christ.
And with the crabs in a bucket mentality, you know, there's also an internal aspect to it too. When you know more, you feel like, oh shit, this could happen, and this can happen. So you're kind of holding yourself back at the same time. You'll have the external crabs in the bucket that are holding you back, and then you'll have the internal crabs that are holding you back. And the best thing to do for the internal crabs, you probably should hit it with the shampoo. And in general, I think you have to have a balance of dumb and smart. If it's too overly analytical, then you have to make a move when it's in your head the exact most optimal point. But do you know when that will be though? That's the problem. Do you know when probability will go from 20% down to 5%, up to 90%, up to 99.9%, which is that's when you should hit it. But it could in a split second go immediately down to like 7% and then go to like 30%, like up and down and up and down. Like just it endlessly changes for all the different variables in the world. It's kind of, it'll fuck your mind after a while if you think about it too much. It'll make you get analysis paralysis. It's forever changing. So the best thing to do, I say, is
hey, fuck it.
And just do it.
And here's another thing that separates dumb people from the intelligent people, and that's the fact that dumb people have like this childlike ignorance to what they believe they can do and just act on it because that's just how much they believe in themselves. With the smart person, like how I mentioned before, they're always stuck in analysis paralysis, and in some cases they have a perfectionist take on things and think that they need to have X, Y, and Z in order to do something. That's straight up like dumb. It's stupid. That's like the equivalent of someone saying that they need to have all the information of like dieting and workout plans or whatever to start going to the gym, versus the person who doesn't have any information about the gym and just goes straight in the first day, regardless of having any information or not, and is willing to look stupid while doing so and learn along the way. That's a similar way you got to view content creation. You're not going to have everything. You don't need to know X, Y, and Z. You just need to upload the shit. And bro, guess what? The person who has less info is going to learn as he goes or as she goes, versus the person who never goes at all and makes excuses and negotiations with themselves. They never succeed at all. It's that simple. And bro, the same logic applies to every other aspect of your life, especially if it's something new. And not to mention, you're going to have to be willing to look stupid for a little bit until you become a master at said thing. Everybody starts off as a novice. Think about it when you go to the gym. Everybody had a starting point where they didn't know anything about dieting, nutrition, training. They just kept going until they eventually absorbed a little bit more knowledge and practice over and and over again with consistency. And bro, this is what you call having a student mentality, to keep on learning and doing things along the way as you go on your journey. Even excluding the potential amount of money aspect that can be made from doing content, the very fact is when you make content of your own, what happens is you tap into this innate human desire to create something and materialize it into the world where it didn't exist prior. And it's amazing because bro, the entire world could potentially see the work that you created. You guys are watching what I'm creating right now, which is valuable. Well, hopefully, if it is, hit the like button for me. But and this is why I think regular TV is dead and the internet is taken over and is worth much more. Now, you can't say it's not fair that people are making this much online on the financial side of things and they're making more than doctors, in some cases some lawyers, but that's just what it is. The market dictates who gets more eyes and therefore gets more money. Even you watching this content, that's the reason why content creators are getting paid more so than doctors. You heard what I said in the stat. The creator economy is worth billions of dollars. And bro, not just that, even some doctors are seeing how beneficial posting on social media is and are using this to their advantage, even whilst having a job. So you can still do both.
First and foremost, my good sir, shout out to you for using Zelda music. That always reeks of peak taste. Anyways, yeah, the content creation thing is wild. Some of them, damn sure not all of us, make more than some of the most prestigious professions. Now, is that fucking sad? Yeah, of course. So, like nurses, teachers, and the like, they should be making bank on bank on bank. I'm talking big bank. Like, holy shit, there are people out there that we just would not survive without. So they should be treated like royalty. But unfortunately, our society is set up in a certain way that honestly rewards dumbasses. And yeah, what can I say about that? I get his overall message and I think it's a really good one. But one thing I really wish that he went over is that a lot of them have no shame. A lot of the stupid ones have no shame. Now, don't get me wrong. If you are living your life doing the YOLO thing, fine, whatever. But a lot of these people will go out of their way and ruin someone's day and even life just for internet points. Now, if you're following your dreams and not hurting anyone, cool. But if you're rocking that douche tube, Insta jackass, Tick Tank, Whim Wham, whatever the fuck the next social media app is going to be called, whatever attitude, then yeah, you're trash. If this is how you're moving, you're trash. You're dangling whatever jingle boo-boo keys in front of your impressionable fetus audience, teaching them that being a stain is cool and can be very lucrative. Like, seriously, on this stupid thing, I don't think he's really like touching the darker pits of it. People have literally died in the pursuit of becoming successful this way. Desert Eagle, licking toilet seats, licking food in a store, eating food in a store, picking fights with people, bullying your own child for success is crazy. Just dookie des. Anata wa dookie des ass motherfucker sama. But seriously though, I'm talking about the doo-doo damn. What's up guys? Today I'll be ruining this random guy's day by honking my big cock horn into his ear. When he turns around, I whistle, cause wink wink, it's not me. You all know it's me, but it's not me. Hee hee. Like and sub. Man, I remember doing the Black Lives Matter protest for another example. There was people coming up to buildings and taking pictures with buildings that needed to be repaired. They would hold a tool and just pretend that they were helping. They would hold a tool and just pretend that they were helping. So thought-provoking. But hey, I'm hot. Don't forget that. I did a video on the horrors of fame, so, you know, if you ever get bored, feel free to check that out. YouTube hoed me on that too, so feel free to show that video some love. I put a lot of effort into it. But overall, I think you would really get some good value out of it. I mean, shit, that's why I made it, so we can help people. I didn't make it for funsies. I could have made some other dumbass video. YouTube's like, now you're thinking. Now you're smart. I hate it on this planet sometimes.
Like, bro, your fear of being seen is holding you back from tapping into your true potential and human desire to create. Any excuse that you have is irrelevant because one, you're not special. Everybody who hasn't started is likely thinking the same thing you are. I mean, shit, if you check the comments, you will actually see some limiting beliefs being made. And two, if you think you need some type of arbitrary prerequisite of having a personality and certain equipment, those things you don't need. And you have something to offer to the world. And if you think that you don't have something, you're lacking in some area of your personality or some department, then it could be developed online. Just keep posting, which is why you should also subscribe to this channel because it's technically a self-improvement channel. And so it's a win-win. Literally just stop listening to naysayers and hop on this opportunity because time's gonna go by anyway. So why not just use some of this valuable time to be like the idiots who create content for you to consume? And I'm not talking about like the Aiden Ross and Kai Cenat. I'm just giving examples because they're like the faces of like the big name streamers. And when I say things like idiots, I don't mean it in like a derogatory term. I mean it more so in like a metaphorical sense to describe describe someone who acts regardless of having all the answers, you know what I mean? But some of them are idiots though, don't get me wrong, like genuine dumbasses. But just create something and future you will be glad that you did. And yeah, that brings us to the end of this video. If you guys found value from this, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I might start streaming on Twitch, so feel free to tap into that soon. Dream big and take action. I'm gonna see you guys. Peace.
Look at this cheese eating grin. Thank you though. Thank you. Don't let them get away with that. Like, I Show Speed comes off like an absolute dumb fuck. Castanet has actually been called redacted before. Aiden Ross is actually brain dead. You know how SpongeBob the show makes fun of how stupid Patrick is? Multiply that by 7 and you have Aiden Ross. He actually has sub-negative IQ. But what can I say? People love watching idiots. Our idiot brains and our idiot neurons are fired up for our favorite idiots. Fucking dumbass Des. But it's a negative feedback loop, a negative black hole feedback loop, really. We watch stupid people gain fame, more people see stupid people be stupid, they watch stupid people be stupid more, and then stupid people win at life, and then they end up doing more of the stupid things that they got famous for, and then more people watch the stupid, and then they get more money for being stupid, and it's just this human centipede of why do we even exist? But again, I can't stress this enough. Not everybody that does like allegedly stupid content is like a bad person. So I'm not talking about those. Again, I can't stress this enough. If you aren't hurting anybody and you're making stupid content, then whatever, you know, just, hey, live your best life. I personally think you should have a healthy balance between junk food content and just like regular content, or at least like content that's good for you. Just a healthy balance. You don't want to go through life like, man, I sure did. It's just like with a diet. You don't want to go through life and be like, man, I sure was healthy 100% of the way. Like, it's a good idea to. It's going to save you a lot of problems in the long run. But at the same time, you also want to enjoy life too. You want to enjoy like a cookie every now and then, a slice of cake every now and then. Just like, you know, just a little dance with the diabetes devil every now and then. I don't see an issue with that. You just want to have a balance with it. But yeah, if you're not hurting anybody and you're making stupid content, whatever, just have fun with it. Like, life is short. It's really fucking short. Made a video about that. YouTube, I swear, dude, I swear to God, YouTube, we gonna have to fight. Yes, I know I'm gonna lose, but we gonna have to fight anyways. What? Of course I know I'm gonna lose. It's a multi-billion-dollar with a B corporation. Like, they can just assassinate me. Like, it's nothing to them. But we gonna have to fight just to get the point across. Fuck you, YouTube. Overall, this was a really good video. People like this really deserve what they get. They deserve their subs. They earn theirs because they actually are offering value. Some brain protein. And I fuck with that. Unlike Aiden Ross. Unlike Aiden Ross. Unlike Aiden Ross. But anyways, we keep doing what we can do. We keep striving. That's all you really can do. Life isn't fair, but you just do what you can. Really good ass message here. Like, seriously, I can't stress it enough. Subscribe to this man. I hope I can work with him on something someday, because I think it'd be really cool to do something with him. Subscribe to this man. And that's pretty much it. All right, likes and subs are free, so feel free to hit that like and sub button on the way out. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one. We out.